Pope Leo XIV has made a powerful statement that goes beyond politics and religion, and it can be truly transformational if we listen to it. And when His Holiness speaks about love for the poor, he's not just addressing Catholics, he's speaking to all of us. As a volunteer of the ALLATRA International Public Movement, I would like to express my deepest gratitude and profound respect to His Holiness Pope Leo XIV for his transformative apostolic exhortation, DILEXI TE, I have loved you, issued on October 4 this year. And I would like to emphasize it is a powerful call to action addressed for the whole human society. This is not merely a religious document or political statement. This is a universal declaration of human dignity beyond faith, nationality, and ideology. So what makes this document so revolutionary and speaking directly to the heart of every humanitarian movement on the planet? Pope Leo XIV is trying to answer why, in an age of unprecedented wealth, poverty continues to grow. And he writes, "The poor are not there by chance or by blind and cruel fate." He emphasizes not individual failings but systemic injustices. This courage to name the true causes of suffering aligns perfectly with the ALLATRA's research into interconnected global crises. These are the issues we as volunteers have been raising for years. Just as we study how environmental degradation disproportionately affects the vulnerable, Pope Leo XIV reminds us the deterioration of the environment and of society affects the most vulnerable people on the planet. But not only the address of Pope Leo XIV talks about the love to one's neighbor and the need to help the poor, he also says who should lead the transformation. In sections 80 and 81, His Holiness speaks directly about popular movements, and this resonates deeply with our experience as the volunteers of the ALLATRA International Public Movement. Solidarity, understood in its deepest sense, is a way of making history, and this is what the popular movements are doing. This is exactly what we as ALLATRA volunteers strive to embody, a movement that transforms society through solidarity and collective action. Pope Leo XIV emphasizes that these movements invite us to overcome the idea of social policies being a policy for the poor, but never with the poor and never of the poor. Throughout our work with the United Nations, our climate research initiatives, and our human rights advocacy, ALLATRA embodies this principle. We don't speak for the vulnerable, we stand with them as equals, protecting their rights and dignity. And other so crucial words of Pope Leo XIV are, if politicians and professionals do not listen to such popular movements, democracy atrophies, turns into a slogan, a formality. It loses its representative character. This is the same warning ALLATRA has been voicing through our research and advocacy for human rights, the freedom of speech and the freedom of conscience. And next, the connection between social justice and environmental protection leads us to another profound message from the Holy See. In his exhortation, Pope Leo XIV also refers to the encyclical of his predecessor, Pope Francis, Laudato Si, on care for our common home. It is exactly this encyclical that continues to inspire our work on environmental protection and climate studies, especially after the apostolic blessing the movement received from the Pope Francis himself. And now, after another great recent partnership with the Society of Jesus, in particular the collaboration of the ALLATRA International Public Movement with the San Calista Observatory in Bolivia. The understandings from this encyclical, Pope Leo XIV beautifully incorporates and extends Pope Francis' vision that caring for creation and caring for humanity are inseparable. The words of Pope Francis that are so close to the activity of the ALLATRA movement. A true ecological approach always becomes a social approach. To the 1.5 billion Catholics and billions more of all faith and no faith, this message is for all of us. As Pope Leo XIV beautifully states, in every rejected migrant, it is Christ himself who knocks at the door of the community. The exhortation DILEXI TE is a powerful, foreseen message that is so important today so that we as a society solve our greatest crisis together. As volunteers of the ALLATRA movement, having been honored with apostolic blessings from both His Holiness Pope Francis and now His Holiness Pope Leo XIV, we stand humbled by this recognition and truly inspired by the profound alignment between the Vatican's messages and our mission to protect human rights and our common planetary home. Thank you, Your Holiness Pope Leo XIV, for reminding humanity that another world is not only possible, it is necessary, it is urgent, and it begins with each of us.